Once upon a time, in a kingdom surrounded by emerald forests and sparkling rivers, there lived a beautiful princess named Isabella. She was the only child of King Edward and Queen Arabella, and the entire kingdom adored her for her kindness, wisdom, and bravery. Princess Isabella was not just beautiful on the outside, but also had a heart full of compassion for the people. However, the kingdom was under a secret curse. A wicked sorceress, out of jealousy, had cast a spell on the land years ago. The curse meant that every few years, the kingdom would fall under a deep, unshakable darkness, and no one could leave the castle during this time. It was a time of despair, and the people feared the curse would never be broken. Isabella, despite being sheltered in the palace, had heard tales of the curse and longed to help her people. One day, while wandering the castle gardens, she met an old, wise woman who warned her of the coming darkness and told her the only way to lift the curse was to find the heart of the forest, a magical crystal hidden deep within the enchanted woods. The heart, the woman explained, had the power to break the curse, but it was guarded by fierce creatures and dark magic. No one had dared to go after it for fear of never returning. But Princess Isabella's heart was filled with determination. She knew it was her destiny to save her kingdom. The journey begins the next morning. Isabella set off on her journey, alone, disguised in humble clothes. She journeyed for days through the enchanted forest, where the trees whispered secrets and shadows seemed to move on their own. Along the way, she encountered many challenges, swift rivers that she had to cross, thorny bushes that cut her skin, and wild animals that lurked in the shadows. Yet each time she encountered danger, her courage never wavered. One evening, as she sat beside a campfire, a gentle fox approached her. The fox, with golden fur and wise eyes, spoke. "Princess, you are brave, but the path you take is filled with tests. You are not meant to walk this alone. Allow me to guide you." The fox was no ordinary animal. It was a guardian of the forest. Isabella accepted the fox's help, and together they journeyed deeper into the forest. The final challenge finally, after many trials, Isabella and the fox reached the heart of the forest, where the heart of the forest lay hidden in a cave guarded by a terrifying dragon. The dragon's fiery breath could burn anything in its path, and its eyes glowed like molten lava. But Isabella was not afraid. She approached the dragon calmly, speaking to it in a soothing voice. "I seek the heart of the forest to save my kingdom. I do not wish to harm you, but only to break the curse upon my people," she said. To her surprise, the dragon's fierce gaze softened. It spoke in a deep, rumbling voice. "The curse was placed long ago because of greed and hatred. But your heart is pure, princess. You are worthy of the heart." With that, the dragon stepped aside, allowing her to enter the cave. Isabella took the glowing crystal in her hands. As soon as she did, the darkness that had plagued the kingdom for years began to lift. Light flooded the cave, and the once cursed forest began to bloom with vibrant colors. The return of the light, Isabella returned to her kingdom as a hero, the heart of the forest shining brightly in her hands. The curse was broken, and the kingdom flourished once more. The people celebrated their brave princess, and the kingdom was filled with joy and prosperity. King Edward and Queen Arabella, proud of their daughter, knew that Isabella would one day rule their kingdom with wisdom and kindness. She had proven that bravery, love, and compassion could break any curse. And so Princess Isabella became known as the Enchanted Princess, not just for breaking the curse, but for the strength of her heart, which brought light to the kingdom in its darkest times. Moral of the story: true courage comes not from strength, but from a pure heart and the willingness to help others. A kind heart can break even the strongest of curses,